Good morning. It is the 11th of July 2018. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning. This one here, we got a customer who said she has water that leaks down the front of her home when it rains, and it's starting to show signs of water damage on the inside walls. She told me that it's been doing this since last fall, and that her plumber recently told her she needs to get this checked out. So with that said, we're heading over there this morning. We're expecting some rain later on this week. Hopefully we can get this taken care of for her before the rain comes later this week, and prevent any additional damage to her home. I've never been here before. This is a new client, so I really don't know what kind of shots I'm going to be able to get you, but I'll do my best to get you some shots. Stay tuned. We'll see if we can find out what's wrong with this roof right after this. Like it might be as simple as a clogged gutter. We're gonna use our extension ladder here. There's a 22-foot ladder that'll hold 300 pounds. We're gonna use that ladder and get up there and see what we can see. The garden's a little overgrown, so we're gonna have to trek through the woods a little bit. Alright, so I climbed up here. What we have is we have two possibilities. It could be skylights. There are two skylights on the roof where they line up with where it's leaking. We also have a little bit of opening. Now this opening allows the water to go into the gutter, not necessarily into the house. But we're going to have to take that gutter guard off and silicone all in there anyway on both sides of this gable. So, and then we have, like I said, skylights on both sides as well. So we'll have to go up on the roof and put some sealant around both of them too. I don't know where the water's coming from. The roof's in really good shape, so it's either getting behind the roof from the skylight, or it's getting behind the roof by the gutters. Well, the roof all looks like it's in good condition. The gutters don't look clogged, although there's a little bit here, but doesn't look like they're clogged. Rain could be getting in here. They're all stuck down in good shape. Alright, I couldn't do this one-handed, hold the camera and take this apart, but we got this one gutter guard off of here. And what I'm noticing is that there's a gap here and up in here. And there's a big gap up in here, you can see. And that goes right back to the sheathing of the house on the roof. Get a view of that or not. And I'm thinking that maybe when rain is coming just the right way and it's getting in here, it's coming in. She does not have a lot of water coming into the house because she said it's been doing this since last fall, and there's only a little few water drops running down the wall on the inside. And I'll try to get a video of that, but it's going to be a small leak, and it's on both sides of this peak here. So with that said, you can see where somebody tried siliconing or something over on that side, and they shimmed something in here. We're going to put silicone all through here, all up through here. Keep the water out. It's nice and tight here, but it's not here. And I'm thinking when rain's blowing, it's getting in here. It's running down in behind all this. So I'm going to take this gutter guard down and the silicone all back in there, all up in here. We're going to do that on both sides. Doesn't really matter how easy any job appears to be. Most of the time, you end up with something that makes it more difficult. These bushes make it very, very difficult. I'm going to put the guard back in and then silicone more from the other end, from when I move the ladder back over there, so I can make sure that's sealed up in good shape. Okay, so that's the gutter guard back in again. It's all underneath of there. We did silicone. I'm going to put extra silicone over in this corner right over here, but I'm going to do it from that side before I put that guard back on, and I got to do up in that channel right there where you see the dirt coming out the bottom. Okay, so what I've done is I've put this screw in right here. I'm going to put some silicone over it too, and I'm going to make sure this is all silicone tight here. Okay, so we're up here on the roof. The entire roof really looks like it's in good shape. I don't like the way these shingles are here in the front. There should have been some sort of a sealant across there. Or these should be coming way up to here, but I'm not really sure what they did there. But the roof itself, valleys all look good. Doesn't appear like there's any problem with them. There is a lot of debris up here. It doesn't look like these have ever been sealed. No sealant around any of them. We're going to seal all around both of these, and you know, maybe that's the problem, maybe it isn't. Not really sure. Same thing with this skylight. You can tell they've been here a while. So this one here, you can see had tar around it at one point. See how it had like a bead of tar around it there? And on this side, as well as down into here. And you see how that goes right up in there, where the other ones don't. So, you know, that might be the problem too. Let's get this cleaned out. You want to get all the debris out of here if you can. What I use for that usually, if I'm sealing something, is just a cap on the silicone. What I'm using is 100% silicone. It's clear, it's 100% waterproof, and it's got a 10-year mold free protection. Now I don't really care about the mold out here, but 30-minute water ready is what I like. In 30 minutes it could rain and it wouldn't matter. So this way I know by the time it rains tomorrow or the next day, whenever it's supposed to rain here, this thing is cured up. Now what we're going to do is lick your finger and just spread it out.
See how that's sticking out right there? You don't want to silicone that, because if water gets behind these shingles, this is on top of this one, and it'll allow water out. I also always dab all my screws that I see visible, because you never know if any of them are leaking behind this step flashing. See that big gap right there? So we put extra silicone in here. All right. Alright, so I don't really know if I found what was leaking, and I'll be honest with the client always, and I'll tell them I'm not really sure what was leaking, but I did find that the skylights, the two in the front, were never sealed around, and there were some gaps underneath of the gutter guards, and that I sealed those up as well. Now, including travel time, because I charge from the time I leave the shop until I'm done with the job, it's going to be 2 hours. I just charge my hourly rate of 2 hours, plus I used 2 tubes of silicone, and they're like $6.50 a piece, so that's $13 in materials, and that's it. I am going to bring the camera in and see if I can't get a shot of where the watermarks are on the wall currently. I apologize, but I've muted the customer here because she was talking to me about certain things that I did not want to be on the internet. As you can see here, there's only small watermarks from the water running down the wall here on the right hand side. Let me show you the left hand side of that window as well. Alright, so you see there's a little bit of separation in the tape from the drywall job. Water was running in there more so than anywhere, running behind the picture, and as you can see, picking up discoloration from the picture and dragging it out the bottom. There's also, right where I'm pointing, water coming in right to the window, so that whole 3-foot section